to another edition of How to Maximize Your Potential. I'm Michael McFadden, aka Pilot Mike, and this is the flight deck. Today's flight plan: success begins where fear ends. Success begins where fear ends. Today I want to share a portion of one of my favorite poems by Marianne Williamson, and it says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that we most fear or that most frightens us. We ask, who am I? To be brilliant, talented, gorgeous, fabulous. Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing it small does not serve the world." That's something for us to think about. That's powerful. You are powerful beyond measure. The question that we must ask today is, if we are so powerful, then why is it that you are sitting on your talents? Why are you hiding? Why are you burying your gifts? The time is now to live your dreams. But do you know, since the beginning of time, man has been running when he was afraid and hiding. The time is out for hiding. The time is out for burying your gifts. Do not deposit your gifts in the ground, but bring them forward. You know, I love what Miles Monroe says. He says, the wealthiest place on the planet is not the oil fields in Kuwait or Iraq, Saudi Arabia. It's not the gold and diamond mines in South Africa. It's not where the uranium is in the Soviet Union or the silver mines in Africa. The wealthiest place on the planet is in your neighborhood. It's right down the street. It's in the graveyard. Because you see, there are buried ideas, dreams that did not come to fruition, but that died with the carrier. Books that were never written, plays that were never performed, songs that were never sung, businesses that were never developed, buildings that were never erected. Don't let this be your story. Don't sit on your talent. But why do we do it? Because oftentimes we're afraid. Where does this fear come from? Because when we were smaller, when we were toddlers, we weren't afraid. We were courageous. We were adventurous. We were reaching and grabbing and going for things. And in spite of the fact of falling down, we would get up and keep going. But somewhere along the line, fear of two things set in. And it really comes from a conversation with a lower state of mind. That lower state of mind may be a conversation with yourself, or that lower state of mind may be a conversation with someone else who has this lower state of mind. But either way it goes, this conversation with this lower state of mind wants to educate you or convince you that two things are real. One, that pain, which none of us like to experience, is going to be permanent. Well, that's not true. Pain is always going to be temporary. It's not going to last forever. And even if the pain is continual, your debilitation from it, or being held back from it, is not going to last forever. You're not going to be debilitated from it forever. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You're going to grow past it. The other thing that this lower state of mind wants to talk us into is that failure is permanent. But that's not true either. Failure is not permanent. Fear leads to death. Failure doesn't lead to death or permanency. Failure is temporary as well. Failure is a learning opportunity. But when you listen to a lower state of mind, you're convinced of these things. But who's told you that it's not possible for you? Who's convinced you that this pain is going to last forever? It's not true. It's only here to make you stronger. As the saying goes, that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And failure, well, success is nothing more than failure turned inside out. As it's been said, the silver tint to the cloud of doubt. You never can tell how close you are. You may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you mustn't quit. That's it. This lower state of mind is not telling you the truth. You see, the greatest gift that has been given to us is your imagination. Our ability, everything that has ever been created started in the mind. We have a creative energy, a creative force in us that works to solve problems creatively. That's our imagination. But when that imagination is turned on itself and we begin to create negative thoughts, that's fear. That's all fear is. It's imagination turned on itself. So let's turn that imagination back around and use it creatively. Whatever it is that you're afraid of, let it go. Because you are powerful beyond measure. Whatever it is, you can overcome it. You can come up with an idea that is going to lead to your success. You see, when fear ends, now success begins. The only thing that's holding you back, the only thing that can defeat you in this world is you. So don't let your imagination work against you. Don't work against yourself. You have nothing to be afraid of. That dream, that idea has come to you for a reason. Your success begins when your fear ends. The time is now. Your opportunity is today. Dig it up. Go get it. Go get that dream. Bring it back. Breathe life into it. And let's go make something out of your life. Let's go do something that serves this world that you've been born into. I'm Michael McFadden, a.k.a. Pilot Mike, saying, keep your throttles on full. I'll see you somewhere over the horizon. Wheels up. Till next time.